grow, still can't stop it.
So hard to say the same thing. Are you so weak to say the same thing? Is there so much pain just to say the same thing? I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason and welcome back to another video on the Crypto Mason channel. As you can see by the dramatic title and thumbnail, this is the truth about the Ripple Xrp lawsuit. Now, I feel that this is a super duper important video. I'm gonna try keep it as short as I can, but I just want to really make sure you have heard these points that I'm gonna make. And we're also going to go over my updated, as of May 13, my thoughts on what is happening with the Ripple XRP situation and literally XRP as a whole, like just the coin. What do I think right now? Before we get into it, make sure that you subscribe, click the post notification bell on, smash the like button on this video, drop a comment with your thoughts. Make sure you watch all the way to the end of this because there are some important points in here and I need everybody to understand what I'm gonna say in this video. I wanted to compile this all into one because some people don't actually watch to the end of the video, and I think that's actually kind of insane, because if you really want to know about something, you should be watching as much content as you can and watching till the end so you get my full message, because I tend to stick important information by accident at 50 minutes into a live stream and then nobody hears it because they don't watch 50 minutes in. But I highly recommend watching to the end of this. I'm gonna go over some very important points. So why is this video called The Truth About the Ripple XRP Lawsuit? Let's start off with that. This video is titled The Truth About the XRP Lawsuit because I'm gonna cover both sides of this problem we have. The problem being that Ripple is being sued and the digital asset XRP is in the spotlight in that lawsuit. And I'm gonna play both sides. So if we win, if we lose, because we're at an interesting crossroads where two paths are being presented, and it heavily depends on what the SEC does. And that's just a super important, like, I don't think you guys understand how serious, well, most of you probably do understand how serious this point is, but we're literally at a crossroads. There is two paths that can be taken from here. Now, we have no set date for when there's an outcome of this, so you're kind of left with this uncertainty all the time. But I'm gonna cover what would happen if we lose and what would happen if we win, and give you my thoughts on that. So first of all, the entire argument is whether XRP is a security or not. That is this entire argument. As we can see right here on March 17, 2021, in a quick recap, the SEC filed an action against cryptocurrency giant Ripple, alleging the firm sold XRP as an unregistered security. Yeah, like there's not 100 billion other coins not registered as securities. The SEC argues that XRP is a security and not a commodity or another type of asset because it was generated, distributed, and sold by Ripple Labs. On whether XRP is an investment contract and thus a security under US securities laws, Mr. Mehta says the US Supreme Court's decision in SEC v. WJ Howie Co. provides that an investment contract exists when there is an investment of money in a common enterprise with a reasonable expectation of profits to be derived from the efforts of others. And the SEC has already indicated that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities due to the decentralized nature. Now, the first thing we're going to cover in here is this. Right here. Why XRP is not an investment contract. This says preliminary Ripple response. Now, we've covered this on here before, but I need you all to see this. And we're going to get into some juicy stuff in a second regarding this thumbnail and what I mean by these two sides. So, number one, XRP is a virtual currency and thus outside the SEC's jurisdiction. Number two, Ripple has never entered a contract for an investment with any holders of XRP. Did you sign a contract? Ripple never held an ICO, never offered future tokens to raise money, and has no relationship with the vast majority of XRP holders. Number four, holding XRP does not mean a person receives a portion of Ripple's revenues or profits. Number five, Ripple's XRP sales amounted to far less than 1% of the massive XRP market that has grown over the past 8 years, or the last 8 years. Number six, the XRP ledger on which XRP actually moves is completely decentralized. The SEC ignores the economic reality of an XRP transaction. Number seven, Ripple's XRP holdings do not create an investment contract any more than De Beers Holding. De Beers Holdings is a diamond company. Does not create an investment contract any more than De Beers Holdings convert diamonds into securities. So that is a document right there on why XRP is not an investment contract, why it is not an investment contract. Now, I want to make something very clear before we get into the two sides of this, and whether they lose or whether they win, in my opinion. I need to make something very, very clear. I am completely rooting for XRP. Completely rooting for XRP to be deemed a cryptocurrency and not deemed a security. Make that very, very clear. Personally, I am rooting for it to go the cryptocurrency route. But we're going to talk about that security route because it needs to be talked about and it needs to be presented to you in a way to where you're like, okay, I do see both sides of this. And one thing is, we win no matter what, I believe. I have a strong confidence in XRP, and I do believe that even if it is deemed a security, which wouldn't make sense, but I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna cover that side of it. Even if it's deemed a security, I do not believe that that affects the success of XRP as a digital asset for payments. Now, if it's deemed a cryptocurrency, the success is like super high. I'm super bullish. If it is deemed a cryptocurrency, immediately just put 100x behind my name. Call me Crypto Mason 100x. Because I would be extremely bullish instantly on XRP. And I've always said I'll be down here on live stream probably with a robe celebrating if it is deemed a cryptocurrency. Also, as we get into this, this is not meant to scare anybody. This is not meant to do any type of FUD. This is just meant to be the truth about XRP. I personally, as I said, I want them to win very, very badly. But let's hop into what this means right here. Why did I make the thumbnail like this, and what do these two sides mean? Basically, as you can see, one side is blue and one side is red. Now these, like the matrix with the pills, the blue pill, red pill type of thing. Which one are you taking? That type of thing. But I want to point out that neither of these sides can be deemed blue pill or red pill, really. I just had to put the colors to get that separation. But this route on this side is XRP being deemed as a cryptocurrency. This side, we've got the rise of the phoenix. Many people call XRP the phoenix. It's going to rise from the ashes. It's currently in the ashes, right? You could say that it's currently in the ashes. And we've got XRP as the digital asset that will rise from the ashes as the phoenix. And I put the Wheel of Fortune card right here because this represents massive abundance, and it's the card of Jupiter. And the XRP logo is the same symbol for Jupiter and tin as well. So what's up with the blue side then? This blue side is the side where XRP is deemed a security, and that's why I have the Ripple logo, because if it's deemed a security, we would essentially be holding something that's connected to Ripple, right? Because did you think you were investing in Ripple the company when you bought XRP? See, these are the arguments. And I'm not really good with the legal stuff. I'm not even here for the legal stuff. I don't read through all the weird documents and stuff like really in depth. I can't even handle it. I can't last 3 seconds reading a legal paper. So I have to look at it from energy and like psychology and news headlines and what's being pushed the most, what looks favorable, what's the price of XRP, are they recruiting new people, which they are. They got the Rosa girl. So this side is where XRP is deemed a security. And this dude right here, that little lamb, this would make XRP the sacrificial lamb. This side makes XRP the sacrificial lamb. This side makes XRP the rise of the phoenix. Okay? So do you see how FUD-like that sounds? The sacrificial lamb. And I've put the fool card here because we would be the fool in this situation for thinking that XRP is something and it's not. And we're the fool because we bought into it, right? And now I'm playing devil's advocate because I see both sides. But what would happen? So clearly on top of all of this, onto the overarching thing of this is that XRP is currently being used, in my opinion, to change a law or get something changed to initiate us into the future of digital assets. That is what XRP is here doing right now. That means that if it is deemed a security, that means that there's a bunch of other unregistered securities floating around, which means that they come for Ripple. I mean, they come for XRP with the guns blazing. And if it gets deemed that, then they have to come for all of the others. And that's why if it does get deemed that, I think there's going to be some kind of law change or something like that, where it says, okay, if you're this, you're a security. If you're this, you're a cryptocurrency. So, but what would happen? What would happen if XRP is deemed a security token on the blockchain? What would happen? We would be initiated into the future of security tokens and it would start. Do you see what I'm saying here? This is why security tokens are so important, because whether XRP does it or something else does it, whether XRP does it, and by does it I mean like the SEC deems from this case comes the result of security tokens. But if they're deemed, what if they're deemed a security token out of all of this? And then we begin the rise of security tokens, and all of those other cryptos will have 3 years or whatever, the safe harbor, to get their act together and get registered and all of this. Like, do you not see how that just makes sense too? But it also makes sense, like, I think XRP can be deemed as a cryptocurrency just as well as it could be deemed a security token. If it's deemed a cryptocurrency, then it's showing all the other cryptos you have to be this to be deemed a non-security, right? So we're met with a weird crossroads. It is super hard to decide what's going to happen, but I do believe we win either way, and I am rooting for the rise of the Phoenix, of course. This would lead to immediate crazy price action, whereas this leads to the unknown. This leads to the absolute unknown. But I do think we're gonna get some type of law change or something that deems things security tokens maybe, or shows you what crypto is, something like that. Now, as for another point here, the final point in this video, now I might have to make a part 2 as things escalate, but I'm gonna show you. So this is about what's happening now. Like what can we look at now to determine? Basically, the SEC is hosting a Sunshine Act meeting, or they did host a Sunshine Act meeting on December 16, 2020. And I've shown this before, but it needs to be in this video. December 16, 2020. Now, 6 days later, Ripple was sued. The news came out that Ripple was sued. 6 days after this Sunshine Act meeting. 6 days after. Okay. Now, we have a Sunshine Act meeting. We have a Sunshine Act meeting coming up. It was actually today if you're watching this on May 13, right? It was actually today. And so far there's no news out of it, but that makes sense. So we can expect in about 6 days, a range of probably, I would say a range of 1 week. If anything happened in that meeting, it'll come out. Because the Sunshine Act meeting for this happened, and then 6 days later, Ripple and 2 executives, which are Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse, sued. So what if 6 days after this, we get some kind of detrimental update? And by detrimental, that implies bad, but some kind of important update. What if that comes out of this? So that's the last point I have. That's what we can look at in the here and now. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? There's a clear crossroads. There's 2 paths. Which one are we taking? It does seem clear that XRP is a digital currency. We've seen Gary Gensler, we've seen him call it a currency. We've seen the World Economic Forum call it a currency, listed as Ripple's currency. What do you guys think is gonna happen? But that is gonna wrap up this video. If you stay till the end, really appreciate you. Now you know all of my thoughts and you can compare them to your thoughts and basically merge both of our brains. It's double the power because you can see what I see or feel, and you can feel what you feel and combine it and get one merged opinion. Merged opinion meaning like you have different angles. The more angles you swallow up, the better your opinion becomes, in my opinion. But that is all for the video. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, click the like button, all of that stuff. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.
Crawl, still can't